He's gonna jump
The humble Finessors
Let's get it started. Welcome to the Finessors, episode 57. Hope you guys are doing great out there. Sesco started us off without our knowledge. Me and Bird, we're talking about something that was kind of off topic, but right, it's cool. It's all right.
You don't want to dive in on that?
I mean,
I think Dave does want to dive in.
Nah, I'm not. Well, hey. No, we're not gonna. We don't need to exploit each other today. Let's keep the gloves up, fellas. Huh? How about it?
Let's keep things friendly.
Yeah, there's no reason to ostracize someone, put them out there, and have them fucking dangling on a limb.
You're entitled to your opinion.
Thank you.
I was trying to go live on Instagram, but my phone decided
that.
to shit the bed right
Look
now.
at that. Jesus.
She's ugly.
Look at that.
Is she? Was that?
Asian?
I don't know. Is that
Is she
Gabrielle Union?
Yes,
Woo.
I thought.
All right.
Yeah,
Smoke show.
I didn't think she was Asian.
Right.
Speaking of famous people,
Yeah.
jump right into it.
We can jump right into it if you'd like.
Yeah, it's a perfect segue. Here we go.
We were just discussing off the podcast, like fame, child stars, the pitfalls of fame.
Right.
The price.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's hefty.
price of fame.
The price of fame.
It's hefty.
That's hefty.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Aretha Franklin.
R.I.P. We don't want to skip past that. You know what I mean? She's the queen. Right? Right?
Definitely, yeah. Queen of Soul.
Yeah.
I guess she had been fighting like cancer for a while.
Fuck
Yeah.
cancer.
Well, I just seen I seen that recently her family was with her at the hospital. I guess she was going through a hard time and too bad we lost a good one
I guess they're doing a biopic or biopic, whatever you say.
already.
They were working on it for a while. Like
Oh, okay.
she had a part in it.
I
had
hope
a
she
hand in
did.
it. Yeah.
Because the way they're doing Bobby, you guys see that biopic fucking
They're doing
commercial?
one?
You didn't see that shit?
Didn't they already do a New Edition though?
New edition, but not Bobby.
I thought they went in on Bobby
No,
on that one.
They're doing Bobby.
I didn't see that.
Oh God,
I mean,
Didn't he get raped by a ghost?
I don't know. I plan to tune in though.
I was literally slapping every little step.
Yeah.
Really loud last night, like on
Really?
the way home. Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
Don't Be Cruel.
That's just
Yeah.
always in my mix.
Well, he was
Always in my shuffle.
He was the inventor of the Gumby, right? He had the whole Gumby haircut, or was that somebody else?
I
think
he
he
was
was.
definitely like.
I think he
made
put
it
the
pop.
patent
He was
on
a
it.
front runner.
Yeah,
right?
he put the patent on it, definitely. If
Okay.
He may not have been the inventor.
All right. Yeah, no, I plan to tune in. I want to see how they do good old Bobby Brown. He's still alive though. You know what I mean? Usually, I expect these things to come when someone's passed and gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's kind of weird when people are still alive. I think.
Yeah, he's
Right?
watching his own biopic.
Yeah, you know what's even weirder is the fact that we're watching his biopic, right? And from the commercials and stuff like that, it shows him in a pretty a kind of dirty light, right? The whole Whitney Houston scandal and all that, right? Bobby Christine scandal, right?
So he probably doesn't have a hand in it.
Right. That, but how is it? And I've always questioned this. How is it? He's the one who kind of made that flower blossom, right? And he's still alive, but they're dead. It's fucking weird, right? The person who introduced probably the cocaine and all the fucking wild nights, right?
Well, who else is dead? I mean, other than Whitney and Bobby.
Whitney and his daughter.
No. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. I
That's
thought you meant the
fucking
people
crazy.
who supplied him. I was like, wait, what?
Oh no. I just think fuck.
Didn't Joey Diaz say he was supplying
Possibly.
them?
Possibly. I wouldn't doubt it.
Was he? He was partying with Bobby Brown?
No, oh no. He didn't say party. He just said supply.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He said somebody he knew.
Yeah. No, for sure, dude. Fucking.
I'm sure there's a. Go ahead.
I'm trying to find the fucking.
Well, speaking of Joey Diaz, on Joe Rogan, he had a pretty good interview with Macaulay Culkin.
I seen that.
Did you see
Oh,
that?
I heard it.
I saw little clips of it. I saw like little
Yeah.
breakdown clips, but not the whole.
But it was just he was talking about that, like with fame and how he dealt with it, and he famously was in a lawsuit with his parents, and they sort of worked him, and he said that was kind of all he knew. You know what I mean? Like he just knew, like, oh, that's just I just show up and I act, and they were like taking his money.
Yeah.
And then he was saying how everyone he meets expects him to be like fucking crazy.
Right.
No, they expect him to be
okay.
a fucking crazy ass drug addict.
Yeah.
And he's like, but I'm pretty normal. But like watching it, it's like you're not that normal.
You're not normal. Hey, no, listen,
You
even
think
listen,
you're normal, but you're
listening
kinda
to
not.
it, dude. I didn't even have to see what his facial expressions looked like.
Yeah.
Dude, he was on fucking Adderall or cocaine or speed or
Yeah,
something.
he might have been on something because
Yeah.
he was a little.
He was fucking speeding through shit. He was jumping in like, kind of like how I do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, he definitely. But he wasn't normal. It's like you can't be exposed to that young and just come out
It's
a
like
regular
Drew
dude.
Barrymore.
Right.
Like Drew
Yeah.
Barrymore. She was in the discos at like 6 years old.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, she had done more in her little 10-year-old life than most people do in 80.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
It's like when you treat someone. It's almost like the thing I say about LeBron too. Like he was treated like the savior of basketball from a very young age.
Yeah. Well, he kind of.
No, he not saying he didn't earn that, but like you could tell less now, but there was some entitlement before.
Fuck. It kind of comes with the territory. I think achieving fame and getting to that, that plateau or whatever, that high status, you have to have an ego, a huge one.
No, yeah,
Or
you
it's
definitely
not.
do.
It's not gonna work in your favor. But I mean, there is
Ego
such.
or confidence. Because there's
Both.
you can have a lot of confidence and still be a cool dude and not have
Yeah.
too much ego. Look at Curry.
Yeah, no, that's true. But I mean,
He was an underdog.
yeah, he wasn't.
I'm saying when you
but
get
but look at him
treated-
now. I mean, he still has not changed from my perspective. Don't get me wrong.
No,
I don't know the guy
I think,
personally,
I mean, I think the way it's shown, the way they treat their teammates. Yeah, sorry
it's
the
gonna be
video's so
blurry.
blurry on IG. It just happens to be that way.
yeah.
But no, I think having an ego and under that kind of spotlight, under that kind of scrutiny, right? You have to have an ego to fucking thwart off those fucking paparazzis who are fucking chasing you through Spain. You're with your family, right? Like, I mean, ego's isn't always a bad thing. Confidence, is also,
well, that's part of the price of fame.
it is, no doubt.
You throw that privacy
Away.
right out the window.
Yeah.
Especially if you're somebody that's even thrived off the media or anything like that a little bit, they just pin. Oh, okay. Because there's a lot of people that are pretty quiet.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Yeah, but then some people they use that fame, like the Kardashians.
Well, some people are.
They're like they're pros at using their fame. Like,
Well, riches made them fame,
yeah, exactly.
and so
But
now
they just
have
keep
to collect
building up on it.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
have to double down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they keep doing
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I mean, so would you say that their mom, Chris? Would you say that she's
She's
like
a
a
fucking
madam?
genius.
She's like a madam.
She's a hustler.
She's like a madam. If you think about how Kim
I
got
respect
put
it.
on,
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I don't know.
I respect it, bro. She pimped the fuck out of her kids, and she doesn't fucking have to worry about them or their grandchildren fucking ever.
Well, she was
But the thing-
already pretty well off.
But
I'm
it's
They're
like-
sure.
Yeah, they weren't. I mean, like stemming from the O.J. Simpson trial and shit like that, and their dad being wrapped up in that. That's one thing, but they didn't have anywhere near.
Oh no, oh absolutely not. But
There.
you need that much. I mean, when you're, they need it now to continue their lifestyle. But let's just get serious, I mean,
Well, the
fucking
thing is,
hell,
like,
let's get serious.
I had this debate with someone before. Like, if your sex tape was already gonna come out, wouldn't you try to make the most money you could off it? Because some people say no. I would just
Try and shut it down.
yeah, or
They're
even if
fucking-
you couldn't, just ignore it and move on.
They're
and-
liars.
It depends
though.
on where you would like your life to be later on. If you don't mind being one of those lifelong thoughts that goes to clubs and gets paid stupid money for appearances, and that's the lane that you chose and stuff, that's cool. Okay, cool. But
Me
your
personally,
kids are gonna fucking grow up one of these days, and they're gonna
Yeah.
be like, "Mommy,
they're gonna ask questions.
who's Ray J?
Yeah, they're gonna ask
But
questions.
if it was already coming out and there's nothing you could do, to
Mommy,
stop
my
it,
friends at school say you know how to grind the pepper." What does that mean? Who's Ray J?
But
These questions are going to come out.
but if they
School,
wouldn't
wait
have
a
come
second.
out
It's not gonna be at
anyways.
school. I mean, sooner or later, they're going to.
Except now she's known for a million
Right.
other things too.
That's the question now.
That's the first thing that comes to my mind. Still, maybe I'm not influenced.
But you're not a
enough.
12-year-old right now. Just getting into pop culture.
They wouldn't even know that she had done that.
Exactly.
Is that a bad question or a good question for anybody to come home with?
It depends on. Okay, if you had a daughter, now answer that.
Right. But I mean,
I wouldn't be too thrilled.
I mean, she was a young woman then. She was a young woman. Things happen. Look what we're living in because of me, baby girl. You know what I'm saying?
But
I don't think like the whole like with fame. I understand like there are lizard people out there. You know what I'm saying? That are fucking. Her whole family included. I believe. You know what I'm saying? Who shouldn't be at the pinnacle or at the highlight that they're at right now from that kind of fame from the ground up. But in the same sense, dude, they work their lane, dude. They gotta respect it.
No, on that, yeah. Oh no, you gotta respect their hustle.
That's
Yeah,
why
I
when
can't
people
hate
say
just 'cause
they're
they made it, yeah. No,
when people say they don't have talent, it's like marketing, promoting, shit like that. They're fucking geniuses at that shit.
or their managers or whoever they're
I'm
paying
not gonna.
are,
I'm not
you
gonna.
I just
pin that
mean
on
the-
them.
They had a
them as a
store,
collective.
yeah.
Yeah.
And they flip their fame into a million other things.
What about the okay? So that's that form of fame, right? So that's
That's just celebrity.
I mean,
Because fame and celebrity can be two different things. Like a scientist or a mathematician that's famous in their
In their field.
Famous is kind of, I guess, it's kind of, I don't know.
But no, like so. But what about the ones like the LeBrons or like the musicians who have to have their like they don't have it to begin with, right? They have to have the stylist. They have to have like someone shape them into like a persona. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
and then that's how they achieve that fame. Is that better or worse than achieving the fame by, sucking a dick? You know what I'm saying? Or two, right? I don't know.
You can't just be like molded into a star.
You
though.
can't.
Like, you have to have something there already.
Yeah, you have
to build on.
You can have something.
You're taking the words out of my mouth.
Yeah,
LeBron
there's
was
some lane that they're incredible in,
for
and
sure.
then they add the other shit.
Yeah, for sure. But like, there's like, but not a.
The branding of LeBron is a second thought. LeBron
Right.
has to perform in
Yeah.
the manner in which he
Sure,
has.
but that's but no.
What performance? What is she bringing to the table other than?
But
head?
I mean, singers, actresses, things like that. Horrible fucking singers can be turned into.
yeah.
There's still something there. There's some charisma, some talent, some dancing.
With the marketing.
Yeah,
with
some
the-
dancing. There's
yeah,
and
yeah.
you just
I don't
add
know.
on to it.
I don't know.
And a lot of those singers, they're still pretty good singers. They're just maybe not Mariah Carey. Like
no.
vocals.
I'll shit on. I mean,
And for an example, look at her. Has she written one song in her career?
yeah, but that's
one of our
but that's
generation's best singers.
But that's a trend, though. I mean, fucking Michael Jackson and shit wasn't really writing songs back in the days and shit like that. It was Quincy Jones, bro. Like,
Yeah.
it was all kinds of people. Motown Records that was fucking plugging them and shit.
Yeah,
But-
I feel like there's got to be something there. Like even before Kim Kardashian's sex tape came out, she was like already somewhat
She
known.
was Paris Hilton's assistant.
Yeah, and she was known because she was so bad. People were like, "Who is that with Paris Hilton? Who's that with?" Like she would
Paris
be.
Hilton.
Yeah, she would already
Her
be.
money
on,
got her fame.
She would already be on tabloids and stuff.
She would have
like
never
that.
even got to Ray J if she wasn't already rich. If she wasn't
exactly.
OJ's lawyer's daughter.
Yeah.
It's not really,
You know?
but this is the thing too. You don't have to be on that kind of hype to achieve the fame either. You could be in an inner circle where, like you're just around you're around that type of.
There's plenty of thoughts that are badder than her that are all over the internet.
Yeah,
that
but
only
they're-
have 8 to 1,000 followers.
They're
or something,
searching for it though
you
too.
know?
They're out there grinding
She
for
had
it.
that it factor. She has something about her that made people draw to her. Because I remember seeing her being posted in random forums and shit. It's like, look at this bad. Like, and she,
It was her ass.
Yeah, and her dad was.
Her face is all right. I mean, her face is cool. It was her ass.
Yeah,
It was just her ass. So, I mean,
yeah.
She always had something, though, to build on. But, like, they knew how to flip that fame in
something.
a crazy way.
Right.
Like I sent you guys a link, or I sent you the quote that Frank Sinatra, when he was first getting on, his manager would pay girls to show up to his shows and start screaming and losing their mind just to to
Right.
get that buzz.
Put the
Yeah.
icing on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
you seen that type of shit back in the day, you know what I mean? Chicks falling out in the crowd and shit and just touching someone. But fuck, there were motherfuckers who had that real fame. I mean, Michael I remember Michael Jackson waving in London from like a hotel. This is before he dangled
Melting
the baby
and
and
shit.
shit, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, all he did was wave to the crowd and there were chicks out there literally
Melting.
Yeah.
hitting the
Cult of
canvas.
personality.
Dude,
I don't know, something about society is like,
Yeah.
I'm not
wrapped up.
starstruck like that.
Would you
It's
guys
just
want?
a
Would you guys want that kind of fucking
Fuck no.
worship? Because it is kind of like worship.
I mean,
and shit.
if I could pick and choose, then no. But right now, yes, because I don't have shit, so I might as well get something.
Yeah,
Well, that's my thing is once you're on the spotlight and they're like, all right, what do you do?
Something. Right.
You know what I
yeah.
I'm
No,
just saying.
no.
You know what I mean?
Hey, but see, this is now we talked about this before too. Okay, so you said that right there, right? Okay, so with fame, there are certain things that you
You're
could
expected.
Well, you could put yourself out and do, like you said, you don't do clickbait. You don't like clickbait.
Yeah.
But if you were to do that, then fame may come to you a little bit faster,
Yeah.
right?
Maybe,
So, like,
yeah.
I mean, there's like, and if that's a talent, like, all right, so just breeze through Instagram any time of the day on my timeline, and you're gonna see people out here reaching so far. You got Tekashi 6ix9ine. You got other name a rapper right now who are doing publicity stunts for themselves, right?
Yeah.
Kevin Hart gets paid X amount of dollars just to fucking post a movie premiere coming out. You know what I mean? Which I think is up where like the 2 millions or something like that, just for posting and making a video about go see this movie and shit. So like for fame, people are out there selling their fame. That's what Kevin Hart's doing. And now there are other people who are selling their fucking souls for it. You know what I'm saying? They're putting all their own business out there to push an album out
Yeah.
in search of a little bit of fame, maybe.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. People are just trying to go viral.
right. So
They're like-
so my what would you say about the Kanye West Pusha T going at Drake thing? They were searching for a little bit more fame, right?
Relevancy.
Relevancy at the time their names were dry. To a select few, it wouldn't have been buzzing nowhere near if they didn't mention that man's name.
Oh yeah. But I mean, that was
How much
the
have they?
first
How
time.
much have they been feuding since?
None.
None.
But they were feuding a lot before that, so
Numbers
it's not
don't
like
lie.
it came out of nowhere.
Numbers don't lie. That goes back to the
Pusha T had Drake bars on every project he released. He did.
This last
so-
album of Pusha T's, I'd say, I mean that he did some of his best work on there, and a lot of you know what, and we didn't really talk about that too much, but like a lot of the reason, what went on with his
Sounds like it was his sensei's kicks.
no, it was
He
but
got a new sensei right at the end.
Kanye did all that production on there. That
Thank
shit was
you.
fire,
Thank you.
fire. But I don't know, take Kanye West's hands off of that shit, and whew,
And take the beef off.
can't call it.
And how
Take
much
the
would
beef
it-
off. I don't know how much he sells.
Oh yeah, not as much probably. But he's never been that guy though.
Yeah.
But
But
could you imagine the price of fame, though? Could you imagine? Let's say you had a little,
Who's that? That's D.
yeah,
a humble job.
What's up, D?
You make between 50 and 100K. You're comfortable. You're not balling by no means, but your bills are paid. You're putting some savings away, and then you just get big. You know what
Right.
I mean? That's crazy. Or could you imagine being homeless? Because there's some studies that talk about money and correlation to happiness and stuff like that. Like the gap between zero money homeless and getting $50,000 a year. that gap of happiness is huge because your needs and necessities are being
Yeah.
met. But the
Yeah.
gap between 50 and 250
Yeah,
is
it's
not
diminishing
much.
return. Diminishing
yeah,
returns.
It's not
Like,
much,
it
there's
doesn't-
not much happiness
Right.
gap in there after your necessities are met. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And your bills are paid. And
Yeah.
you know, so
Yeah.
No, it's longevity though. It's to leave something. That's what I like with the way I think about it, and the way people pretty much are selling themselves into fucking a grave. Like you got people like we were talking about it at work the other day. Ted Nugent, right? This dude still goes out in tours, right? Doesn't really need to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He has residual wealth that he's passed down to his family, and now his kids have kids and shit like that. But in the same sense, like the only reason why you would keep doing it after obtaining all that is for the love. So they got, you know what I mean? They get they get the love of being drawn in by millions and being known everywhere they are. You know what I mean? And when that goes away, that's when shit gets weird for people.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think there's two types of chasing fame. There's those that just want clout.
Yeah.
They just want to be cool. They just want to be popular.
relevant.
Yeah, they just
for
want
anything.
They just want attention.
Sure.
That's like Tekashi does that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Do you guys remember It's Lavish Bitch? No? He was like this kid on Instagram, this Indian kid. He would just like stunt on Instagram and just talk shit to people, call everyone peasants because they weren't as rich as him. And he had a viral video where he took like a stack of money, tied it to a balloon, and just let it go. You know, he just does like stupid stuff like that. But then it turned out a lot of it was fake. He had rich parents, but like he still had like fake, Gucci belts and stuff.
Sure,
that
of course.
He would stunt on people with.
Rich people do that though too.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
And then he got pressed for it. Like there was a couple videos of him getting punched and shit because he was just on Instagram talking shit just for the clout.
Yep.
So there's
wasn't
that.
there was a little Asian girl that was doing that recently.
Yeah,
too.
Lil Tay, something like
yeah.
Her parents are fucking idiots.
Yeah, that's just for like the attention or whatever. But then there's another kind of fame which would be like the fame I would want, which is like for your art.
Yeah.
So like artists,
There you go. Yeah.
artists, they want fame because they want to share like their art with whoever.
Right.
And that could go for like actors, actresses. Some of them just want the clout.
Yeah.
But you can usually tell when someone's actually like Leonardo DiCaprio. He could have just stayed a heartthrob and just been a heartthrob. But nah, he deep dived on some crazy roles.
Yep.
Out of love, you know what I
Yep.
mean? So
Yep.
of course
And
he
you
would
don't
want,
hear shit about that
Yeah.
dude. You'll see pictures.
Johnny
rarely.
Depp could have did the same shit too.
Yeah.
He's fucking falling off the
He's
deep end
kind of
right
I don't know
now.
what's going on with that. But yeah, if it's different if you want the fame because that helps your art and helps your art get seen or whatever you're doing. And then there's I just want attention for attention's sake.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I mean, but that's the thing. Like, I was talking to someone and they were explaining like, all the outlandish shit that these kids are doing, Rogue, or like, like fucking. They're not kids. I mean, some of these motherfuckers are grown men, and they're pulling stunts out here and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's like, it's almost something lacking there, like in their psyche or something like that, in the back of their mind, where they're like, I'm losing my relevance every second, and I have to get it back. If I don't get it back, I'm losing a grip on, reality. It's fucking, it's crazy, bro.
Well, there's with Instagram and stuff, it's like a quick come up. Or like Vine was like that. It's like a quick come up. Do some stupid ass video.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you're famous.
Who's the dude's name? Shiggy?
Yeah, but it'll go away so quick.
He did the Do You Love Me? Are You Riding?
The Kiki challenge, yeah. But he's gonna be in a few months because there's so many
What
of
about
those
that?
Instagram
What about
stars.
that Cash Me Outside chick?
Yeah.
That bad Bobby, whatever. Fuck.
Yeah,
I
She does
cannot.
music now.
The fact that she's on
yeah.
says where our society
is
is.
at.
You know,
Right.
That shit is
Right.
really disturbing.
Yeah.
And like you
And
pointed
she
out,
raps a lot
it's our
better than
fault.
people, though. It is.
You said it's our fault.
It
You're
is,
like,
yeah.
it's society, it's our fault. Yeah.
It's yours.
I just mean society
Yours, too.
collectively.
Fuck. Right. But it's just it's bad to give that kind of shit notoriety.
Yeah.
The worst
That's
part-
why I don't watch any of those meme videos.
You'll hear about her, I guess, with that NBA young boy and Tekashi and Trippie Redd, and you're like, she's really on. Like, wait a second here. No. Something. What is she bringing to the table?
Yeah.
How old is she? 15?
We had those back then, though.
16?
When we were growing up, we had those. We did. I can't come up with a name just yet, but I'll come up with one in a little while.
There's always been.
You see him now with like 12 kids pushing that stroller.
Whatever it is,
Look like they've ate the last 3 dudes they were with.
But they had their one hot spot, and they rode that wave.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah. Like they were out there back in the days. They had some sort of talent. Now, I couldn't say anything that chick does is talent.
She raps way better than I expected though. And she's not writing it, I'm sure.
Of course not.
But she's still rapping pretty good. I was surprised. Like, damn, she's actually kind of busting right now.
I mean, even then, though, it deserves no.
But there's so many those stars that just pop viral. Like, there's so many of them that, like, people will bring it up and you'll totally forget about that. Like, you'll be like, oh shit, I forgot what happened. Like Welvin, got him.
Lil Terrio.
Yeah, Terrio.
You still see that fat fuck out there dancing.
He just got in big ass trouble. He just carjacked somebody at gunpoint. There was just this whole little thing I just saw.
No, that was a different kid. That was the hood rat kid, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was Ladarian
or something.
Yeah, no, Lil Terrio was a different
shit
one.
with my friends.
But that shit's fucking burnt, bro. I don't know. I never really
Could you handle that? Could you handle going out on the town, trying to just take your girl to a restaurant and getting bothered all night long, having to go in through the back, and
I would already
on that level.
I would know what it's about. I would already be nigga if I'm out.
But that's the point.
There's
you
flashing
start to
cameras.
Feel like you're so secluded.
You're a zoo animal.
Exactly. So could you handle that? That's what I'm saying. You could handle that, no problem.
The reason why I could handle this because I fucking know this is what the fuck I'm. Every movie I plaster my face is plastered all over the place, dude. This is what it calls for.
The grass is always greener, what it calls for. You know, I mean,
but also like you could just move to some small town.
You could totally.
A lot of them could do that. It wouldn't. There's some celebrities that have done that.
Yeah, Brett Favre.
And they just live in a small town. Everyone know. It eventually
takes a little bit. 6 months. I know everybody. It's gone. Everybody's now. They're not on me anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
But now you have to live in a fucking small town out in the middle of Wyoming.
Some people like that though.
With only
a giant
people.
Giant ranch though.
Yeah, on a giant ranch.
No, I mean
where it's real cold.
But some of them call
anywhere it's real nice with the weather because you're balling now and you want to enjoy that. L.A., Miami, you're done. You can't.
You still can.
You have to be out of country.
You just have to pay for the private villas
you just have to,
and stuff.
Dude. But then again too, like I said, motherfucker, if you put your life on a pedestal, like if your life is out there on a pedestal for each tabloid to print whatever the fuck it wants about you, whether it's fucking falsified information, whatever, dog, cry yourself in a handful of hundreds. Sob yourself
look
to
at
sleep
Macaulay
every night,
Culkin.
dog.
He didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
Before he even knew what reality was, and as he's formulating reality, that we had said. So there's even some people that are born into the fame that don't have that choice.
Right.
Like
the Kardashians' kids, Northwest and stuff.
Yeah.
It's over.
Blue Ivy, Jay-Z and Beyonce's kid.
Oh, it's over.
Okay, so now, so that's the other side. Could you imagine? I didn't choose this. You guys wanted to be rich, and now I can't even go to a public school. I can't. Think of the entitlement that those kids get raised with. Butlers, and their parents are very rarely actually together and home.
Yeah, that's why so many of them go off the rails.
Yeah,
right,
on rails.
So many child actors, they pass away in their teens, 20s, or 30s.
Right. Who's the dude's name? Not Corey Feldman. Was it Corey Feldman?
The other Corey Haim.
Corey Haim.
Corey Feldman. I mean,
he's not looking too good either.
Nuts.
Hey, but no, is he? Because he was trying to expose fucking the pedophilia ring in L.A.
Just because you're truthful. I mean, didn't say he's not truthful.
You said he's crazy.
Yeah. Because he is.
Yeah.
And a lot of that might have been that shit.
Yeah, I know. I mean, how do you dodge being crazy after being brought up? Hold on, though. Like,
I'm not blaming him. I'm not saying he's crazy like he's a fucking idiot. I'm saying
there's a few that fucking have made it, though, right?
I can't think of one.
Elijah Wood.
Is there one child star that's actually made it? Justin Timberlake?
What's Steve Urkel? I mean,
Justin Timberlake.
He hasn't done anything else since.
Urkel?
Yeah, but he's not fucked up.
No, I
He
think
ain't
he's
done
pretty-
shit.
But he's normal though. We're
Yeah,
talking
but
about
he's
just like
coming out unscathed.
Yeah,
though.
because he was never at the pinnacle. He was maybe 20 years ago.
Oh, you kidding
Kids
me?
nowadays-
he had toys and
You
stuff.
kidding
what
me,
are you
dude?
talking about?
Yeah, but that he
was
had his
huge.
20 minutes of fame. It was a little longer than 15. He wasn't Milli Vanilli, but how many seasons were they on? 8?
That's a long enough time
That's-
to.
It's
Yeah.
2 seasons a year. That's 4 years. It ain't shit.
Macaulay
One role.
Culkin was in
One
like
role.
4 hit movies, and that was it.
Yeah.
he typecasted himself so much by being hello. He
Yeah.
could never do nothing after
Well-
after that Family Matters.
But
shit.
isn't he just lucky to even have that one? Because most
Yeah.
people don't even get that
by
one.
all means. But I'm
That's
talking,
what a lot of them, I hate when they complain about that. Like, you're lucky you even had that one.
Yeah.
No,
You
it's
know what I
actually
mean?
worse because it's like you don't know what's on the other side because you don't know. But
Yeah.
once you get that little taste of it, now you want more.
One more, yeah. Yeah, you're taking halves out of the pie.
I was just seeing people that had gotten plastic surgery.
Halves out of the pie. Get it?
How do you get half for nothing?
I'm
What
joking.
about that girl from like Dancing, Dirty Dancing? She got that nose job
yeah.
and ruined
Killed
her
her
fame.
career, yeah.
Killed
Yeah.
her whole career. Everybody's like, "Who are you?" Oh, that's right. You're that.
That's another thing, not even about fame, but like women, like a lot of, especially the Instagram stars now, like they all get the same plastic surgery and they all look the same.
Yeah.
It's like your flaws gave you character.
Right.
That's what made you special. Like every girl I've ever been with,
Right.
I enjoyed their flaws. It's like
Yeah,
that's what makes
absolutely.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Women,
Right.
knock it off.
Hey, no, not even that. What about the Instagram famous the Instagram models or whatever, right? That are getting ass injections, right? And they got the new show that's about to come out, and it's pretty much botched fucking ass injections, right? They're getting fucking cement put in their butts or whatever the fuck it is, right? But no, and these chicks are fucking pretty much dying from it, and it's all in the chase of fame.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, you know what though? Me personally, like if you haven't reached it by a certain age, right? Like if you're not shifting your life towards something else that might obtain that, I mean, by a certain time you're not gonna achieve fame. You may, it's possible, but I mean, it's really just dependent on how far you want to take it, because you got to take it far. You got to push the fucking.
Well, a lot of those people, they think if they do get quick fame, they think it'll last forever.
right.
It sure doesn't.
Yeah.
Like
No.
I said, with the Instagram viral sensations,
Yeah.
once people get tired of it, they're gone.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's also like the pursuit of happiness in a sense. I don't want to be all cliche and spiritual, but I will. Yeah, I guess when you ain't got shit and you're looking at people who have shit and talking about
Yeah.
it, rubbing it in our faces, whether it's rap videos, whatever.
Right.
You know? We're constantly being rubbed in our faces. We're not good looking enough.
It's all good.
You playing footsie with
Yeah,
me?
a little bit.
Can I get a compliment
No.
first? Is he embarrassed? Look at him.
No,
He
I
doesn't
just
like the
I didn't
joke.
want to derail you.
Yeah, you're already
okay.
derailed.
Yeah,
Fuck.
I'm already
Keep
derailed.
going. Keep going.
I forgot what I was
Content is king, sir. I
Jesus
don't care about
Christ.
embarrassment.
No,
I
yeah.
was-
Hey, no,
what the fuck's going on?
but good God, that knocked you off
was I
that
saying?
much?
Happiness, the pursuit of happiness.
Okay, yeah. So I guess people want to get on to alleviate worries and or not have to work hard and stuff.
Right.
But it seems like what's that price worth? Because I mean, now your kids can't ever grow up normal. If you let's say you do get put on, you know.
Oh, cry me a river. They're not going to live a normal life.
Look, I think the way I look at it is like getting chased by the paparazzi, like the annoying shit about fame.
Yeah.
The price of fame. It's like I would just think like, well, my grandkids are set, so fuck it, chase me around.
Exactly.
This is buying a fucking house for my grandkids. I'll
Equity.
accept that, you know. And there's the saying, happiness or money doesn't bring you happiness, but it's better to be crying in a Ferrari.
That's true. That's very true.
No, because that want sensation is never obtained. I mean, it's never that thirst for want is never actually satisfied. There's always a
Thirst
bigger
is never
bell.
satisfied. I can have this whole drink and I'll be thirsty.
Oh
again
no,
in a
you'll
few
be
hours.
satisfied for a couple hours. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
that's,
if you
that's
buy a
not relative.
Ferrari, you're not gonna be happy for a few hours.
But that's my point. That's my point. For me, my bicycle costs I might have 1,000.
Christ,
Oh,
here he goes
fuck,
with
here
the
it is.
bike.
Hey, you know what?
I ride a bike. It's pretty
Listen.
fucking fun.
Listen.
We'll have a great time.
Hey,
If
listen.
you could have a house anywhere, what would you have? I just want an RV. This fucking guy.
Hey, listen. Hey, now listen and listen here.
Excuse me?
Listen close. Listen close.
Excuse me if I haven't been programmed.
We're gonna stop.
You McDonald's fed fucks.
We're gonna stop and acting as if money isn't. Granted, money can change a whole lot of things, including yourself.
Absolutely,
right?
yeah. If you ain't got shit and you get 50 grand, absolutely, that's everything.
Motherfuckers gotta stop acting like, you know what I'm saying? That's not my sole purpose. That's not that's not what's gonna make up me.
There's a middle ground.
It's not.
Because I don't like people who are just it's all about the money either. That's stupid.
And if it
too.
was for you, it's easy. There's how many banks in the area? If you really wanted to, how many people are hustling in the area? If you really wanted money, like you say, you're willing to hustle, why don't you just go do it?
No. I'm saying once you, like you said, once you get a nibble of it, once you get a taste of it, because we don't know what it is. We don't know what
I've
fame
never been
is.
rich by any means, but I've had little nibbles of having small amounts of wow money. You know what I mean? And it's not ever made me anybody any different.
But
or,
not, wow money isn't wow money, bro.
No, but I
Wow
definitely
money is
had money. I
fucking
could do
wow
what the fuck
money.
I wanted for how long I wanted for as much as I wanted. And
If we're talking-
and I wasn't.
But if we're talking fame, though, that came with it,
Yes,
it's
know.
completely
I
different.
would like to think, even if I was super famous, I probably wouldn't be much different. I'd probably still enjoy the things that I enjoy.
Yeah, I don't think I would
Yeah,
change really either.
I'm not saying it's
That-
gonna.
that's-
The
I
things
don't-
that I enjoy are public.
You're
So-
gonna fucking have a bike rack on your Ferrari. Just say that then, dude. What the fuck, man? Don't fucking sit here and blow
I
smoke
would
up our
never,
asses,
I would never
dude.
own a
If
Ferrari.
he's shopping for Rolls Royce,
I would never
looking at
own
the
a
trunk. Can I
Ferrari.
fit
Right,
my
right.
Huffy in
No, I
here?
wouldn't
I'm just gonna
have a
take the
Ferrari.
Range Rover, honey. I can throw my fucking bike in the back of there. It's fine.
I'm just not a Ferrari guy.
Right, but you'd have some other
But the thing
extravagant
is,
shit.
your interests lie in things that are more humble.
Right.
I guess
Humble finessers.
I've been materialistic, and after I've seen a lot of death, I realized no matter how rich or poor
Yeah.
somebody was, the shit was still the
Yeah,
same.
but my coffin though,
you know?
it's gonna be fucking shining.
No, the thing about it is,
Gonna be a pretty motherfucker.
is for me specifically is like, fuck, dude. Being able to obtain that kind of fame or wealth, because I mean, with fame, wealth is going to follow, right? Like, I can provide my child with things that I didn't have, maybe didn't need growing up, but providing it to someone else, to someone, you know what I mean? Even my loved ones,
But you could do that
friends.
you could do that through education.
Well, I mean, no, but we're talking. If we're gonna stick on fame. Then we're gonna stick on fame because we're talking if we're famous and we're okay. So fuck, you know what I mean? Like,
There are other alternate routes, Bird.
yeah, but no,
Because I can debate doesn't take away your feelings. I'm sorry.
no, I'm sorry, dude. Hey, no,
Doesn't
not even
negate
that.
the way you feel.
Not even that. Hey, like I was one of those people who was like, and I've always fucking.
You've always really liked money.
No, I've always said, oh, I wouldn't need anything.
He's
extravagant.
always loved money.
No, I would say
Loved money.
I would be like, I don't need anything extravagant though. I don't need Lambo. I don't need Ferrari and shit like that. But goddamn it, fame, the luxury of money. Yes, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm getting 5 Lamborghinis, all colors of the rainbow, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, dude, fuck it, but
Yeah, I mean,
YOLO.
I would take it. Like
YOLO.
we've talked about it before with like all this stuff I've done, all the creative work. I always wanted to be behind the scenes, but that wasn't really because like I was like I don't want fame. It was more like I just like doing the behind the scenes shit more. But like now I'm putting myself out there, and it's like I don't know. It's kind of scary.
Yeah,
But it's like,
Gotta
for
fix
example, like if this podcast right here, the Humble Finessors, guys, if you're
Yeah.
not subscribed, go ahead and make sure you're subscribed. If this took off,
I would donate
would you
every
do?
dollar I made
see what I'm saying?
into my RV.
Ah, yeah, no.
his Huffy would get new tires.
It'd be that
Yes,
Will
sir.
Smith RV.
Yeah.
No,
I'd get
but-
it.
So if we recorded a podcast, then we go to the local watering hole or
Yeah,
PF Chang's,
sure,
right?
sure.
And then a couple people notice us and they're like, "Oh, they want to take selfies and shit." Would you freak out? Would you? What
Would
do?
you?
Would I freak out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you run out of there
For the first
screaming?
year, I bet you'd feel so good. You'd be walking
first
to your car
year?
like, "Yep, son, they wanted my autograph."
Yeah.
I want to learn how to get your autograph together because in a couple of years you're gonna have to give them too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for the first year, I bet you'd be so cool. Until that one time where nobody knows your wife's like cheating, and you find out, and you're going to the liquor store to drown your sorrows in a bottle of Henny.
Yeah.
And that one guy's there. Hey, let me get your autograph, and you're just like being a radio personality, always having to be in a good mood and shit. Like, that would be rough.
But,
you know,
but
you
the
can
thing
never have
is,
bad days, and
You can't.
with what we
You're
do.
human.
yeah, but then when you slap the fuck out of somebody in a 7-Eleven, you're getting sued, number one, because they know you got dough. Number two,
Fine.
Yeah, it's all bad.
Have that.
Then good. That's a built-in checks and balances for you.
Right.
Hey, maybe the people next time will know he's down to slap somebody in a 7-Eleven.
Yeah, exactly. Make an example.
See, it's like I said. There's types of fame though. Like, sorry,
Content.
There's types of fame. So like, see, I just got fucking derailed. No, so what we do,
you are cute.
what we do is very genuine, and it's just us.
Yeah.
So I feel people would be more in tune with our personalities.
Absolutely.
Right.
We're not pop
Absolutely.
stars where they're gonna
No.
lose their mind and run up to us and you
Sing
know
that song you do.
Yeah,
Do that
exactly.
thing you do.
or like
This
crying
is-
or freaking out.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be little girls running up to us. Like it's just people would know our personalities and know that.
We're lowly fucking podcasters, though,
Yeah,
bro.
we're pretty laid back.
We
like-
all fucking work for our fucking pennies on the dollar. You know what I'm saying? So fucking, it doesn't really matter right now.
No, it
But
doesn't matter right now. But you know,
I wouldn't-
to be honest, I've been recognized like 2 or 3 times to like, people I didn't know,
Oh, shit.
and it's like
Look
it's
at him
weird.
out here.
No, I'm a nobody.
Look at
that's
him out
that's what's
here.
crazy. It was more the shock of like, wait, what the fuck? You know me? Like,
Well, I've been known too from a friend of a friend too. So don't try and put it off.
no,
like
this
you're-
was like at a mall.
yeah.
This is when I did music though.
Okay.
At a mall, and then there was one function where it was people that it was like young people, but they were from around this area. So like, and they're like, "Don't you do music?" Blah blah. Blah. And then there was a third one. Fuck, I don't remember.
Oh well.
But yeah, but at the mall, like MySpace days, because like my MySpace, I was sort of popping at first for a while.
I had my MySpace booming.
Yeah, my
rocking.
MySpace was popping. No, honestly, I wish I would have like kept that up and like flooded with content, like music at the time.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of people got on that way, or at least was doing something creative more. Like I was doing creative stuff, but it was like every once in a while. It wasn't like big deal, but like it is a weird feeling. So I could imagine like you're probably right. Like the first year of like actual acknowledgement and fame. Would
I'm
be
sure
like,
there's even been people that have run in that. Did you go to school at this? And you're like, yeah. Did you have this teacher? And you're like, yeah. And I have no fucking clue who you are.
Who
Holy
sent you,
shit.
nigga?
Yeah.
Nigga, who sent you?
Yeah, you're like, did you gain weight? Did
Are you the feds?
Fuck, I don't.
Who sent you?
Yeah, you know me. I can tell you know me, but
yeah,
even that's kind of flattering, you know.
yeah.
You're like, or you feel like a dick,
Right.
God.
I don't know. I wouldn't find that shit as much as a big deal. I mean, you know what though? To be honest, like, yeah, you're right. You know, I wouldn't change who I was. I
think we're all too old to like really go off the rails.
right, but no, if there was somebody,
into fame,
but if there was somebody that got out of line, you know what I'm saying? I would still. I mean, you're right. I'm old. I'm so old that I wouldn't ever feel like I'm on a plateau where I couldn't slap the shit out of somebody in a 7-Eleven line for fucking taking a picture of my son or something like that. You know what I mean?
We're old enough where our personalities are kind of set. They're kind of set in stone.
Yeah.
We can adjust them a little bit, but we're pretty much gonna be who we're gonna be.
Yeah.
It's
Definitely.
sort of like there's some people who get, they find fame later on,
Right.
And you could tell they're almost always like down to earth and cool.
Yeah.
Like who was it? There's like a couple people who
Isn't
got
like
on.
Tim Allen? He was pretty late in life. He'd done prison time and
Yeah,
everything, and he had.
I don't know about how like down to earth he is though.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I thought I heard some crazy shit. But what's his name from the Green Mile?
Tom Hanks,
No, not Tom Hanks. He's been popping.
the dead dude.
Yeah. What the hell's his name?
Oh, yeah, that was super late. I'm a fucker.
Like-
Wasn't he like a college fucking football player or some shit? I know what you're talking about.
Michael Clark Duncan.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And you tell he's just cool as fuck
Yeah.
because he didn't find fame till he was older. So I
Right.
feel like if you're at least past 25, 30, like I feel like you're not going to change too much.
No, I don't
unless you
think-
were always like a sociopathic prick,
Right.
and then somehow that fame hits you. I don't know.
Right. Would you guys,
Like Dan Bilzerian, is that how you say his
Yeah.
name?
dude?
He seems like a cool guy though. Like in
Oh, yeah,
interviews.
yeah, absolutely. But
Yeah.
if you were a chick, you probably wouldn't say the same thing.
No, his,
Right.
his
You know?
pictures and persona don't paint that picture at all.
No, he's
Have you heard him in the Joe Rogan podcast?
Yeah.
He's
I
a
listen to him.
fucking animal.
Yeah, that dude's a
God
beast.
darn.
He's a beast. He's like
Damn.
he's a wealthy child though. He had money. His dad was rich.
Yeah,
So it's
so
not
that was
really
nothing
like,
new to him.
Yeah, fuck. He's his career, or I mean, what did he serve or something like that, or was reserve? He might have been reserve. I'm not sure, but it's not too far off from like him being compared to like a Kim Kardashian type. You know what I mean? Like they're just like,
Oh, his dad had that type of money?
yeah,
Oh.
I think way more.
way
money.
more money than that.
Really?
I think they were
Oh,
stupid.
so he
rich.
comes from that
Yeah,
much
like
money.
the Kardashians. Like
Oh,
they
I'm
had
thinking he was
lawyer
like,
money.
I'm thinking he was like middle class and then just.
No,
No.
I don't think so. I think
No.
he's
Got
like
kinda lucky.
trust fund.
Well, did he
Right.
say he had like 10 grand left or something? And then
I think he borrowed 10 grand from his dad and won all his money.
maybe that's what it was.
I think
Okay.
that's at the
I
time.
thought he was
but it was,
saying like he was down to his last 10 grand
it was
on like
impo-
one trip to Vegas. Or
yeah,
some shit.
it was for poker. Or
I was
something like
I was
that.
going out on a limb
but
for the guy.
but
yeah.
in the same sense though, he still no. I mean, like, dude, there's stories out there where people are like, I'm self-made. Yeah, I mean, fuck, our president's one of them. I'm self-made, but my dad used to go make deposits of $5 million into my casino that was failing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like. Fuck, dude. The president is a perfect example for fame gone wrong.
Yeah.
Because, like you
He
brought
was
up,
just always insecure.
yeah, but like you brought up how he was in the pits. He was done, right?
Couple different
He
times,
was
right?
a joke. Yeah.
And then he had a resurgence with the Apprentice,
yeah.
right? And then now a reality star is the president of the United States.
Yeah.
I still, every time I say that shit, every time I think about that shit, I don't know how the United States is the laughing stock of the world.
It is.
I know it is, but that's
No,
neither
that
here nor
is
there.
definitely fame gone wrong. Where
Yeah.
he just wanted fame for fame's sake.
Yeah.
If
Already
you
had
watch
the
the
money.
documentaries, like he would call like reporters, pretend to be a publicist, but it was actually him.
Right.
Things like that, sort of like how celebrities
Right.
now call the paparazzi on
Oh,
themselves.
for sure. Or pull just Takashis and shit and get pistol whipped and jacked for your jewelry. Which I think now that was an insurance scam or some shit.
Well, he got it back, so he couldn't get insurance for it.
I thought he bought new stuff.
No, he bought new stuff.
No, he got it back, I thought.
No.
I don't know.
Well,
He
look
bought
at
new
it in the
shit.
Fifi video with him and Nicki Minaj. She was wearing one of the pieces that it had happened
That
while
might
they
have
were
been-
recording that video.
No, that it happened after they left.
Yeah.
When he was leaving, going back to his
I think it was a
spot.
publicity
It
stunt.
was publicity stuff, but I mean,
So he could say he took an L.
Sure.
Show that he could take an L.
why not? And Fifi was coming out. Why not? You know what I'm saying?
What'd you just say? And Fifi was.
But
just
how do you name a
coming out.
song after fucking a prison object to fuck? That's what a Fifi is. You know that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You fuck a Fifi in prison
it's pretty hard.
when you're
You
surrounded
do.
by dudes.
That's what you do.
Right.
From what I hear.
How in the fuck do you make a song like? I'm not tripping.
attention.
It sounds good for Nicki Minaj, but for a grown man to be on there, you have a child at home, sir. Fifi, come on, sir.
I think that's part of it. I
Let's
think
do
that's
better.
part of it. It's just more like there was a video clip of him like morphing into a female or something like that. It's all part of it. It's like the whole like the homosexuality. Like it's all part of it. It's part of the gimmick. It's part of the cell.
Oh yeah, it's all his whole
it's all part of
life
it.
is part of the
all
cell,
part of it.
dude.
And he even says like my music sucks.
He listens to heavy metal. He doesn't even listen to rap music.
Yeah, he's like he doesn't even care. That's what I was saying about like artists. They actually give a fuck and they just want the fame to progress their art.
Sure.
Or to push the
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Or to not have any fame and have to strip a little bit of fame to sell a record.
Look at the Rolling Stones. They're still playing. Is it money? Can't be.
Yeah.
No, it's the L. They have love.
Yeah.
It's the love. But
So you
is
gotta
it?
respect that.
But in that sense, is it the love for their craft or is it the love for the fame?
Thank you. It could,
Right,
I'm
both.
I'm sure it's a little
Both?
of both.
With
Yeah.
Rolling Stones, it's probably both.
But their fame's going nowhere. It's not. They're not losing any sponsors ever, ever, unless one of them got caught calling somebody a Negro, right? You know what I mean? But other than that, their fame's not going anywhere. So they have to be doing it for the L.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That I mean, you know, as a failed artist, like I have to
Horribly.
I have to defend people sometimes. Like that's what I don't hate people that chase fame right off the bat. Like a lot of people do.
No.
So I try to see it because there is what people don't understand. Like if you work a 9-to-5 job,
Yeah.
if you're a carpenter, or you're loading up vans, or you're fucking working at the docks,
Right.
like it's difficult. It's a difficult job physically,
Yeah.
but there's a comfort there to know. Well, I know how food's coming to my table.
Right.
You know, I know there's going to be food on the table. I know I'm getting this much money. I know the job's going to be there. I just got to show up. You know, like there's a comfort there that a lot of artists don't have.
Yeah.
Like myself included, I don't know where the fuck my next meal is coming from all the time. Because it's like you got to go out and do for self in a lot of ways. And the fame is almost like that comfort level. If you get a certain amount of fame, that's almost like having that stable job.
Exactly.
So that's why you chase that fame. And people don't understand, like, yeah, being an artist. Because I'm just saying this because most famous people, like most celebrities, are artists. It's some art.
Sure.
It's movies or
Acting, music.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
There's a certain vulnerability with art that's, like, very difficult. And it's hard for people to understand if they haven't done it. But one of the hardest days of my life was when I released my album that fucking nobody heard. Because it was like I was putting everything out there. And it was like people don't understand. Like, yes, it's not as physically hard. But I've done both jobs. And the physically hard job was a lot easier to get through every day. A lot easier than putting out videos every day and getting called douchebag and faggot and all this shit by anonymous people.
My
You know what I mean?
Hey, my thing about that.
Yeah, you know it's inevitable. You're like, you press send on the
Yeah.
dropping it. You're like,
Wait though.
the hate comments.
Wait,
here it comes.
Wait. But
Because
see
everybody
that-
gotta hate.
but
no
see-
matter even if they like it or not, they just have
Sure.
to
They
hate.
hate before they even
They
watch.
have
Sure,
to
but
hate.
but you
A
are in
white dude,
control
too?
of that. You are in control of that.
That's
unless-
a good thing in a sense.
Wait,
You're
do you mean?
you're in control of that, dude. That's why they have fucking the blocking feature, where if you know what I mean.
I don't ever use a blocking feature ever. I
see?
don't. It's against my whole.
No,
I don't
no,
block
but for-
people. I don't.
But for invalid opinions based off of your craft that these motherfuckers couldn't crack a day in their life, fuck them all the way to hell, and,
Yeah.
and fuck them all the way to that block button.
Yeah,
because
no. I'm
there's
just-
it gets to a certain point though too, right? Where you want people to be so invested into what your belief is, right? That you let them watch your shit, even though all they have is shade to throw at you. It's kind of like a reach on the person when they're like, I'm accepting these. All right, I have 10 million followers, right? Out of the 10 million, 2.5 are just sending straight hate, right? Shake the 2.5, bro. You don't need them.
Yeah.
You don't need them. The negative. Hey, this is the.
Me personally, I can't stop people.
What
from
about when you have
watching
250?
YouTube videos.
Period. If you shook the hate, you'd have like 7.
Sure.
You
Hey,
know?
give me those. Give me.
I'll have a loyal ass 7.
Hey, give me those 7. Yeah, give me those loyal 7, and let the rest of them wonder when they're going to be able to hate on somebody else again. Because it's almost like it's like someone wanting the number.
Yeah.
The number, the 3.5 million, the 2.5. You want the number, but you want it to be unauthentic, or you want it to be, you know what I mean, authentic. Like,
But the hate is still engagement and attention.
yeah, that's
Like they say, all publicity is
Is
good
it-
publicity.
is good publicity, yeah.
So, but my point was,
Yeah.
people that aren't, especially people that aren't into like any sort of art or like putting themselves out there as vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have very much empathy for the people that do.
not at all.
Like, that's why these people get so much hate. The fucking Kardashians, you look
Sure.
at their comments, they're crazy, right?
Right.
They're fucking
I'd have a
nuts.
publicist going through every single comment, nigga, blocking them. But the thing about it is,
But it helps
them
them.
blocking 1 million of their followers drops maybe 100,000 of their bread that they're bringing in from Instagram.
Because
so
those
they don't want to.
comments, those comments count as engagement. So
But
the
fuck
haters are helping them. They don't even know that. One of my videos, it's one of the most popular videos, and it gets the most hate comments.
It's the Niner one, right?
No, it's
Oh, that one got surpassed,
this
huh?
old one.
Smallville or something like that.
It gets the most steady numbers.
Views?
But that one like popped faster.
Yeah.
But yeah, it gets the most steady numbers, and like almost every comment is negative. But like, so what I did is I turned on all the ads. So I was like, all right, you guys just made me $2 this past 3 weeks. So thank you. You just bought me a monster for all your hate.
I can Hey, you know what? I could see it in that sense, but
Yeah,
but
the engagement counts, even if it is hate.
dude, but it's
I would be laughing getting that monster too.
no.
I'd use that as like a thank you to my haters on the content. Be like, by the way, you guys bought me a fucking monster.
I'm not
Thank
completely
you.
opposed to it, but it just seems like a reach by the artist for them
Yeah.
to keep those people able to view
Well, how
your shit and
often are
have
the
a
artists
have a
really
mention.
looking at their Twitter, really looking at their shit? I'm sure there
A lot of
are.
them look,
I'm
I think,
sure
more
there-
than we think they do.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's
Dude, everyone is consumed with social media right
depending
now.
on who it is too, because it is true. The Erica Badu, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. Most people that put themselves out there as
Right.
vulnerable are sensitive, even if they don't show it.
Right.
The best ones, they don't show it. Like upper tier celebrities, like they don't even have social media. They won't, but deep down they're still sensitive. Jay-Z
Right.
is sensitive, and he never shows it on social media.
Sure.
But then he'll sprinkle a line in a song that shows you, like, oh, he was paying attention to that. He
Yeah.
got that.
Who's Jimmy Kimmel? I think it's one of the late night talk show hosts. He's got like the
Mean tweets.
mean tweets.
Yeah,
that shit is
fucking
priceless,
funny,
dude.
Oh, it
That's
is.
hilarious.
Conor
shit.
McGregor actually, he handled it so well. He was literally like crying. They were like, "You're a bum."
Yeah.
They were talking so much shit, and Conor McGregor was laughing so hard that he was literally
Yeah.
almost crying.
No, I'm not saying
And I gave
don't-
him more credit for that.
Cash
Like,
yeah.
like he was literally finding it amusing. He was like, "They're fucking right." It was funny. It was good.
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
I'll chime in one from time to time and fucking spew some hate towards somebody.
Well,
sure,
we even do that.
But hey,
how many times a year do we do that?
But if I wasn't just a number to them, you know what I mean? Like fuck, bro. Like I'd block me too. You know what I mean? Like fuck it, dude. Like
But that's you though. You've always been a private dude.
Just no, because it's like I don't. That's not about privacy. That's about people having invalid opinions.
But the thing is
that
too, when
don't mean
celebrities
shit to
do
me.
when
I don't need to
celebrities
see
do
it.
block, then they get exposed because then the person that got blocked posts a screenshot of them blocked, and then that's
Cool.
a whole another storm. And then
Wonderful.
you gotta block all these other people. Like
you kinda
you
gotta
can't
hear the
too.
hate.
You
You
can't
got-
block them forever.
block,
That's
block,
what
block.
Richard Sherman did. Now that he's on the Niners, he's like. He even made a little campaign. If I blocked you before, let me know. I'll unblock you. Because he used to just block Niner fans like right off the bat.
Yeah. I'm not opposed to that, dude. I think
I mean,
it shows
he
you as
also
an
doesn't
authentic
need the
person
fame
and
that
wanting
way.
right. You wanting real, authentic fans, opposed to you just wanting a number.
But see, that's the price of fame.
And
You
if you're-
can't gatekeep
No,
who's
no.
paying attention to your shit.
No, you
And if you have enough humility
The price
to
of-
laugh
the-
at yourself,
the price-
people are going to stop making
Yeah.
jokes after
Yeah.
a while. You know, if he was on, I mean, anybody, you know, after a while, when you just start seeing people, wow, he's been getting gassed, and it's funny to him.
they're so used to it,
exactly.
Yeah.
or they're so used
It's
to
the
it they just
people
leave
that-
it there and don't even see it anymore.
It's like they said
weird.
when we were 3: if you pay them any attention, then they'll keep going. You know what I mean?
the,
It's
Yeah.
kind
the
of-
bully tactic.
Well, they're gonna
How are
keep
they-
going anyway. It's not gonna fucking
Well, that-
change anything.
we had talked about this with the young lady I worked with recently. Someone.
Alana Lee.
See, we weren't even supposed to say names.
fuck, man?
We weren't supposed to say
We
names.
did. No, we
You
did.
didn't want to say names.
I didn't.
Anyway, she has, closing in on 1 million followers. I don't even know what it's at right now. And you read the comments, it's just vitriol. It's
Yeah.
just like, it's a cesspool. It's the most disgusting
He
set
said
of comments.
something, yeah.
Sure. I mean, but
and they're
God
not far off.
damn it if it's not welcomed.
Yeah, she's.
Hey, but that's my prime example of someone being infatuated with social media to the point where it's like give me more hate. I'm
Yeah.
going to accept everything. I'll
Yeah.
accept every friend, even though that friend is going to tag a friend
Yeah.
that's calling me a crooked hoe. Like
Yeah.
that
But
shit
like
is
I
not
said, if
needed.
you monetize it,
I don't
that
know.
engagement counts.
I don't know.
But it is crazy to have a level of fame like that. That's just social media fame at this point, where it's
Yeah.
like, I couldn't imagine. That's one thing about being famous. I couldn't even fathom is like knowing that 24/7 there's people thinking about you, commenting on you, judging you, loving you.
Sure.
There's just 24/7 there's people out there
Right.
with you on their mind. Because
That
us,
is a
we
weird
go
thought.
home
That's a weird
and people
thought.
aren't thinking about us.
Right.
You know what I mean? Other
They're
than
not?
whoever's
Well, not you.
immediately around. Not me, for
not
sure.
you.
They're
Nobody's thinking about me.
Or
They're not?
No. You are no one, sir.
I'm talking about
they're
your
not?
immediate.
You are nobody.
Other
Oh,
than your
shit,
immediate
really?
household.
Yes, sir.
How about that? Immediate household.
We are nobody.
We.
Other
Immediate
than
house-
your immediate
right,
household.
right. Sure.
Because even good friends, they're not thinking about you.
No,
the
they're
fucking
not.
night. But just to have a
not?
level of fame where 24/7 there's this buzz around you.
Right.
That's got to be fucking weird.
It's
gotta be weird.
It has to play to your psyche at some point too.
Yeah, no, it definitely has to wear it down. Like,
Nah, you-
I mean, with that girl, it's like, because I posted a vlog with her in it, and like as soon as I posted it, there was already hateful comments on my YouTube.
I know. I sent a couple of them your way.
Okay,
Just to FYI.
but
Look-
it's just
look
crazy
deep.
how there's people waiting on her to post shit to hate, like refreshing. Like, all right, come on, I'm trying to get this hate off.
Here's a low blow.
That's fucking
Stop
weird.
posting pictures and videos in the bathroom with your ass hanging out. My personal
But
opinion.
that's how she's got to the million.
But you know,
I don't agree either.
That's what I'm saying.
Sex
That's
sells?
what I'm
Is that
saying.
what
It's
you're
hard.
saying?
Yeah.
It's hard to say when she's
figured out at a
monetizing
young
it, and
age.
I dig it, but it's
look, I told her this. I told her this personally
then
when we talked.
she's probably never mad at the distasteful comments because she knows she brings it on herself.
I know you want to
No,
fuck
no,
anyways.
it's-
I can already.
It actually bothers her.
Then
Oh, it looks like
You can't block fucking 200 comments a
that's
second.
a fact. But that's a fact. But you could
change
maybe
your content.
No, whoever's telling her the lane that she has to be in is the slutty young.
That's exactly
teenager
what I was
is-
trying to say. I had this conversation with her, and I said, you need to legitimize yourself, especially with the music coming out and stuff. Like, concentrate on your art. Be an actual artist.
In my best Plies impersonation, nigga, who is you? I don't get paid to
just a
argue with you. No. But hey, I'm gonna tell you what, man. Fuck that. It's somebody else bigger and deeper in her pockets that's telling her that that's the go.
No, I'm saying I agree with you guys because I told her herself, and I said like better pictures, do like professional pictures,
Yeah.
not cell phone bathroom pictures.
Yeah, be
You know what I
out
mean?
of your
That-
house. Go do something.
We're not talking
You're on
about.
a
We're not talking about go to
bike or-
Sears and fucking
You notice I put a bike in there?
get a candid.
I put
you
a
know what I
bike
mean?
in
No,
there.
I mean get the one with the glow and the stars behind you.
Yeah,
where you
yeah.
Look like you're glowing.
Right, look like you're riding a unicorn or some shit.
Rainbow flying behind you.
Right.
No, but like better pictures, more professional pictures. Legitimize your art.
Right.
Because she is super talented. But yeah, a lot of that
She's super
might go
talented.
away.
She's super talented.
She is super talented, yeah.
So a lot of the hate
might go
may
away.
go away, but
Maybe.
would her Instagram fame go away because it's going to leave?
Well,
with the
that's
hate?
what I'm saying. And now
If it's
would
going to
be
leave
a
with the
time
hate,
to-
then leave. Let that hate leave, then, dude.
you got to
Because
try to flip it.
That's the thing. If you have 700,000 followers and 500,000 are just there for the hate,
Yeah.
then you're not really doing what you're supposed to do.
But if
I
it's
mean,
making money, it's making money.
I guess
That's sort of like the Kim Kardashian thing. She had the sex tape, so it's like her and her family's eyes
Right.
were like, well, we might as well capitalize on this.
sure.
And they turned it into a pop culture empire.
Yeah. That was
So-
Ray Donovan. Ray Donovan got a call, and he came and cleaned that up real good. He said, we're going to flip this on the whole fucking planet. They're not even going to know what hit them. You guys
the
watch Ray
TV show?
Donovan? right?
No, I haven't.
You never watched it? You guys are you ever watched it? Ray
did,
Donovan?
Did Ray J
Fucking
make any
horrible.
money on that?
I don't know.
I'm sure he made a pretty penny. I'm sure he fucking, I mean, fuck, dude. It wasn't just her reaping the benefits. And then not even that.
I mean, he
as
got
many,
shows off it and shit.
yeah, as many times as it was, as it spun, too, if it was in legal proceeding, which I don't know if they ever went to court about it being pulled off the internet because you can still see it to this day, right? Then yeah, they're getting a couple dollars off of that
chips.
shit. Yeah, not too many, but enough.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I said, I monetize the video that gets the most hateful comments.
Yeah.
You wouldn't flip any of that negativity into some cash?
Yeah, it's already there.
Cold hard cash? Not at all. You just block everybody and
block them all.
make less money.
Block them all. Fuck them. I don't need them. I need authenticity. I need people who are there for me. I don't need.
Well, some of that hate can even be authentic and it can be productive because they're telling you, kind of like you sucked on that last year.
But you can weed through the productive, like I was saying. No one's like the shit that's being spewed out of other people's mouth isn't saying like objective like you need to work on your vocals for this. You need to do this. Like they're not saying that. They're like you're a bloody fucking whore. You're a whore, ma'am.
No, yeah, it's
like
it's terrible.
It's terrible. So it's like, you know,
well,
you know what? You know the reason why I'd block them is because I'd engage. And when I engaged,
yeah, that would be.
I would start calling their moms all kinds of fucking dirty sluts and shit. Yeah. And there's no reason for me to even have the light beaming on me off of calling someone's mom a dirty slut whom I don't know, and I got Twitter fingers. Okay,
yeah.
I don't need that shit.
No, I
don't need it.
That would be difficult.
You know,
to not.
And I'd have to
argue.
Someone's calling my son ugly.
Yeah, so that's why it gets. That's why, and it gets bad for people like Meek. When Meek was going at people, like it just made him look silly. You know, like it makes you look silly. And so
when
yeah,
you pay
that would
attention
be
to it, then it gives it validity.
But like I said, if you're an artist, a lot of times you're very sensitive.
That was a defining moment in his career up to this point.
Yeah,
and he took an L. And you can't have an L be a defining moment of your career because you're losing a grip on your fame, and you need to reach for some.
Well, in hip hop too, your street cred kind of is tied into your fame. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
right.
On that note, it's you know.
Yeah, but that also comes about by not having the greatest music, and you know. What was it? XXL freshman releases and stuff like that. There are people in his class that are fucking still on the top of their shit, and he's not really on top of his shit right now.
Meek?
Well, yeah. Well, he's gonna get back, but right now, the L's
I still think he's bigger than he was before.
The jail shit.
Nah, his last two projects were his last performance we talked about. It was huge. Like. I think Meek bounced back nicely. I feel like
we'll see though because he's not. He hasn't had a bounce back though.
Meek's L was with like the Coachella crowd. He never lost like the streets. He never lost.
No,
like,
I'm
the
not
real
saying,
hip-hop
but
crowd,
the streets. You don't want the streets crowd. You want the Coachella. You want
it's like the same. I think that's what Meek. See, Meek didn't think that way, but he might think that way now.
The same way. People have, well, I mean, fuck, dude. Like I said, I just left hard. You know what I mean? Bing, bing, bing. But Rick Ross was there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's totally not his crowd. But he was there. People cleared out the stage, but he still had a good, I'd say 15,000 people out there. You know what I'm saying? So just on that strength, like you taking L's, before you go back to jail, you take an L. Ouch. Double whammy, and you're back, you're out, but there's not really too much content coming out of you. You know, I don't know. I think like
he's probably sitting down finally.
I think the same way we were talking about with the Pusha T and Meek Mill and and I'm like, dude, I root for the winners and shit. Partially because they don't have to go into they don't have a fame drought where they have to go reaching.
Well, I just feel like Drake won the popularity contest, but I think Meek won everything else.
Yeah, but there was no.
Meek was telling nothing but facts. Drake just made a hit song.
No,
that happened to be a diss song.
Drake predicted the future, like I said before on this podcast. Drake predicted the future and said your chick's gonna leave you. And what'd she do?
That's
what'd she do?
99% of relationships end. That's not a very difficult.
That's according to
and they're back apparently.
That's according to you. But never mind. We've talked about this before in long length. But no, all I know is there is someone on the reach that has to say the next person's name to achieve something else in their career or to raise their status quo. I'm sorry, bro. That's a given L. You have to take that L. And not even that, the fact that the person doesn't even have to really dignify it with a response. Here's another L. That's just me.
Yeah, I don't know.
But fame is a motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You're reaching for it.
Sort of.
You are reaching for it. You're not even happy at 25,000 fucking views on a video.
Not at all. No.
Exactly.
It's
so.
funny. I've sat and thought about it. I was like, okay, I'm doing this podcast, and what if it blows up? What if it just blows up? And I'm like,
sure.
I mean, could it? Yeah. Will it? Probably not. I don't know. Who knows? Who's to say?
It's far fetched. We're not big catches out here.
Far fetched, but you never know. You know. So, anyways, I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, damn. Well, what about all those people I don't want to be in contact with? Well, I guess that's like social media.
Sort of like me, and someone keeps leaving comments.
Really?
We've already talked about this. Let's move on.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I was just trying to understand. I got what you meant.
I was trying to hint at it without like.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Damn. Sorry about that. Yeah. That just sucked the air out of the room, didn't it?
Fame.
I went to the A's game yesterday.
How was that?
I mean, Tuesday.
Any famous people there? Any celebs you saw?
Other than the baseball players?
I saw a lot of barbecuing in the parking lot.
Yeah. I seen Instagram photos of that. I wish I could have been there, man, but you know,
Having a good
A's
time.
are popular.
got
right now.
obligations and shit.
Good time. It was a good
And speaking of celebrities, fucking Dodgers and your celebrity bitch ass fans, James Corden, that fucking car karaoke fucker.
Yeah.
He was sitting front row at the Dodgers Giants game. Two Giants, Brandon Crawford, Gorkys Hernandez, collided trying to catch a pop up.
Is that right?
They were noticeably hurt, like
Okay.
rolling around. And James Corden and his fucking friends are sitting there laughing front row.
They were probably
Fuck James Corden and fuck the Dodgers.
They're probably laughing about the anal beads they had in their butts or something like that. Dude, they probably weren't laughing at somebody's injuries.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Pretty sure he's actually a gay man. So
Is that right?
You just got us in a lot of trouble.
No, that's not.
But hopefully, bring on the negativity and hate because that engagement counts.
Yeah, we'll make sure to monetize that one.
That's great. Fucking A,
If you
bud.
notice a bunch of ads on this one,
Yeah. Is
If
there?
you want to come hate and call him homophobic,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to.
my email address is.
Hey, straight men use anal beads too. I don't know anything about it, but I've heard.
All right.
Are we? Do we have anything else to talk about this fame? Or are we pretty good?
Are we about at the ass of this one?
Probably.
That's probably about it.
That's probably about it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it was nice chatting with you guys.
All right.
too.
We're done.
Famous.
You know
All
what
right,
I mean?
episode 57 in the can.
In the can. In the shitter.
The humble finessers on air with Abe and Dylan Sesco.
Sweet love.